Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Hamza's Aviation. Welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to be going through the one and only Concorde in Aerofly Fest 2023. So yeah, here it is. Um, we are currently loaded in the newer, the newest British Airways livery of the three that we have included. And yeah, everything looks very nice. The fan blades are actually animated, which is actually quite nice to see. They've got all the lights in the correct places. They have the snoop droop or snoot droop, whatever you call it, or something droop. Um, and you've got the what do you call them? The elevons or something, where it's both the ailerons and the elevators. I think they're called elevons, but correct me in the comments. Then you have the famous tail wheel, so just in case you have a tail strike upon either landing or takeoff. So yeah, everything looks very nicely animated. Now these are of course the Rolls-Royce Olympus engines, same ones used on the Vulcan a couple years before this. And yeah, let's just go ahead and start our takeoff roll. I'll let you guys listen to it as well. So here we go. I don't think I can hear it, but yeah. So this is what the cockpit looks like. Very nice. All analog sort of gauges and stuff. Got the animated what do you call them? Afterburners, and we can start to rotate now. There we go. Let's watch the gear come up as well. Yeah, gear animation also looks pretty nice. Now, yes, we just took off out of New York LaGuardia, so if we really wanted to, oh look, we've got buildings. Well, hey, nice. I think that's Brooklyn Bridge over there as well. No, that's not Brooklyn Bridge. What's wrong with me? Actually, could be. I don't know. But yeah. So if we really wanted to, we could recreate Sully. So yeah. But yeah, the afterburners look very nice. You can see that they're animated. I just wish that was the case for the fighter jets as well. So yeah, so there's Central Park, and then I wish they included whole cities because these buildings, tall skyscrapers, look very weird on their own. And yeah, so as you can see, we're nearly about to clock our um cruising speed of 500 knots. We're like 50 knots out now. And yeah, so you've got numerous famous buildings here. You've got the Empire State Building there. Very nice. Is that the Empire State Building? I swear it should be a bit different. It's got the sort of weird things on the side. And then you have the New World Trade Center just there. Then is Statue of Liberty there as well? Yes, it is. All right, we're at our cruising speed now, so yeah. I'm at this point. I'm sort of treating it like a fighter jet because technically it's a fighter jet with passenger seats in it. But yeah, so there's the Statue of Liberty there. So yeah, the aircraft also handles quite nicely. Unfortunately, there is no cold and dark mode for this plane, and I think you can see why. Um, yeah, none of those switches back there are animated, but for good reason. Probably this plane in itself, just this forward section here, I'd say, oh, and this bit up here, probably around 2 gigabytes. So implementing and coding all of that back there, yeah, very very difficult. So yeah, as you can see, we've got the Snoop Droop uh fully up. I think the lever for it should be somewhere around here. I think. Oh, it's just come down on its own. Okay, I think we just used the. Oh no, I did not mean to do that. think we just use the flaps icon for it, to be fair. Um, yeah, so I was planning on doing a tutorial on the cold and dark mode on this aircraft, just trying to start it up, but apparently I can't anymore because it does not feature a cold and dark mode. So yeah, so here are the different views. I don't really like them since there isn't really too much to see wing wise, I guess you could say, or engine wise either. So well, I guess you do have that bit there, but this is literally the last seat um in the Concorde. So you've got it on the other side, and yeah, you've got like three or four different views technically if you think about it, because you've got the same views on either side. So yeah. So here's the wingtip view, which I think actually looks pretty alright. And yeah, so what we'll do is we'll try and do a landing in this now, and then we'll do a conclusion whether or not you should buy this aircraft pack or not. So let's come into New York LaGuardia now. So yeah, now I do not have GPWS callouts for some odd reason. So I'm just gonna have to make do. Okay, we're probably at like 20 feet now. No, we're at 80. Okay. That was that was not nice. I could tell. Okay. Smooth on the nose gear for once though. Because usually it does come down quite hard on the nose gear. So we're gonna go fully into the brakes and see how that went. I don't think it went all too good. Yeah, it didn't go all too well. Although it was about to be a very nice landing, but again, I mean, considering I didn't have GPWS callouts, then I guess you can count it as an okay landing. Actually, it was pretty nice. Now, the angle of attack on a Concorde Concorde's landing is pretty high because you've got no flaps, and you're obviously trying to use this massive delta wing to slow yourself down and maintain your speed and altitude. So hence the tail hook, well not tail hook, but tail wheel was implemented to prevent damage to the tail. And yeah, and also the nose gear had to be placed like, I think, what is it, like 20 feet, 10 feet behind the cockpit, because obviously the aircraft stands pretty tall, so you need a fair bit of space to have that go up into the actual aircraft itself, and then you had to have room for the system that would control the angle of the sloop droop, which is this nose cone piece here. So yeah, there's a bit of info. Now this is the third um Concorde that was delivered to British Airways with a very famous registration of GBOAC, which is what the airline was previously known as, I think, BOAC. And I also know it's the third because the British Airways usually go from A to Z, uh, ranging from their newest or first aircraft. So their first aircraft would be GBOAA, and then GBOAB, and then BOAC, BOAD, and yeah, so on. So yeah, so let's take a look at the liveries now. Uh, so you've got the 1998 British Airways livery. You have the 1985 one, which is probably my favourite retro livery of any airline. Then you've got the 1976 one, and then you've got the retro slash oldish Air France livery. So the other things that come with the Concorde are the 777 that I can remember, by the way. 777, I think 737 as well. The glider, um, the Learjet, I think I can't remember all of them, but yeah. So yeah, if you guys want to pause, you can read all the information there. I don't understand why you would want to pause it here though, because you can literally just go in the sim and read it there. But it's up to you. So yeah, let's try to do a takeoff as we finish it up there. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications if you don't want to miss out on any more Aerofly FS 2023 content that will come out later this year, because I know we're definitely still waiting on the pushback system to be implemented, and the 737 MAX, which will, I believe, come later this year. It's sort of like a similar scenario as to what happened with the EC-135 helicopter, I think. That's what it's called. But yeah, it came on later, after the release of the Aerofly FS 2021 or 2020, I want to say. But yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, cheers to someone you might think will be interested in learning more about. Wow, that is steep. Okay. That was quite a steep climb, to be fair. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.